Imagine you come home early from work. You open the bedroom door and you find your wife in bed with another man. In the 21st century, you call a lawyer. You demand alimony. It's messy, but nobody dies. But in Edo period Japan, specifically for the samurai class, the solution was much simpler and much bloodier. It was called Megataki Uchi, wife's lover revenge. The husband had a legal license to kill both his wife and her lover on the spot. No trial, no prison, just one rule. If you kill one, you must kill the other. Because if you let one survive, it's just murder. Welcome to Unseen Edo. Today, we peel back the layers of romance to reveal the brutal, surprising, and sometimes hilarious laws of love and divorce in feudal Japan. Was it a hell for women? Or was it actually a feminist paradise? Let's step into the sheets. Wait. Before we talk about the bloody samurai, let's look at the common people, the merchants, the craftsmen, the farmers. You might think traditional Japan was conservative. Till death do us part? Absolutely not. Edo, Japan was actually the divorce capital of the world. Historical records suggest the divorce rate in Edo was higher than in modern Tokyo, and possibly higher than in present-day America. For commoners, marriage was casual. It was like trying on a pair of shoes. Oh, she doesn't get along with my mom? Divorce. He snores too loud? Divorce. Some women married and divorced 5 or 6 times, and nobody shamed them. In fact, a woman with experience was often seen as popular and wise. There was no religious guilt, no sin. It was purely a contract. But ending that contract required a very specific piece of paper. Without it, a woman was trapped forever. This is the Mikudari-han, literally 3.5 lines. It looks like a simple note, but for an Edo woman, this paper was more valuable than gold. Why? Because in the Edo legal system, only the husband could officially declare divorce. Unfair, right? But here's the twist. This letter wasn't just a notice of dismissal. It was a permission slip for remarriage. The text usually went like this: I hereby divorce you due to incompatibility. You are free to marry anyone you like in the future. No objection. Short. Simple. If a woman remarried without holding this paper, she could be punished for bigamy. So, when a marriage went sour, women didn't cry. They demanded, write the letter. Give me my 3.5 lines right now. Sometimes families would fight over this paper. If a husband refused to write it to harass her, the wife's family would drag him to the village head. Social pressure was immense. Come on, let her go. Don't be a loser. In the end, he would sign. But what if he was a powerful, abusive monster who absolutely refused to let her go. Then, she had only one option left: run. There were two temples in Japan known as Enkiri-dera, divorce temples. The most famous one is Tokeji in Kamakura. It was a sanctuary authorized by the shogun himself. The rule was absolute. If a wife could run away from her husband and step inside the temple gates, she was safe. Even the samurai police couldn't touch her. Imagine the chase. An abusive husband chasing his wife down a muddy road. She sees the temple gate. He reaches out to grab her hair. She dives, legend says, even if she didn't make it entirely inside. If she threw her sandal over the gate, the nuns would come out and say, "Her shoe is in. She belongs to Buddha now. Go home." But freedom had a price. She had to serve as a nun in the temple for 2 to 3 years. No makeup, no sake, pure discipline. After serving her time, the temple would force the husband to sign the divorce papers. It was a divorce detox. Thousands of women saved their lives by running to these gates. It proves that even in a male-dominated society, there was a system to protect the vulnerable. Now, let's go back to the darkness. The samurai class. For commoners, divorce was easy. But for samurai, family lineage was everything. Adultery, known as Fugi-mittsu, was the ultimate crime. It wasn't just cheating. It was treason against the bloodline. If a samurai's wife was caught with another man, private execution was allowed. But if the lovers were caught by the authorities, the punishment was public humiliation. They would be stripped, bound, and exposed on the riverbank for days. Passers-by would stare, spit, and mock them. This was a fate worse than death for the proud samurai class. After the exposure, they were often executed. And remember the husband's license to kill? It came with a horrific condition. If he killed the lover but spared his wife because he still loved her, the society would brand him a coward. You let your emotions cloud your honor? He would lose his samurai status. So, with tears in his eyes, he had to swing his sword. In the world of samurai, honor always weighed heavier than love. Edo was a city of contradiction. Commoners enjoyed a divorce rate higher than Hollywood stars, trading partners with freedom and laughter, while samurai lived in a cage of steel rules, where a moment of passion could cost them their heads. Today, Japan is known for being safe and polite, but hidden in its history is this fierce intensity, the passion that drives people to run to a temple for freedom or to die for honor. The streets of Tokyo are built on these stories of love and death. If you enjoyed this trip into the shadows, subscribe to Unseen Edo. In the next episode, we will uncover the tattoos and torture of the Edo underground. Until then, be careful who you share your pillow with.